Viewer discretion is advised. Some topics may not be suitable for children. This is in no way to make fun of, bully, or send hate to anybody or any victim that's mentioned in these videos. Starting off will be lighthearted. Please do not spread hate, only love. Thank you. Hey guys, it's me, your friend, Ms. Spicy X, and you are back on Spice at Night. And today, we are going to be talking about a heavy subject. This is a crime that happened in the Philippines. And in this video, we are gonna go over the case of Rhea Mae Tocmo. Rhea Mae Tocmo was a young girl, 19 years old, barely living her life, barely experiencing life, and it was sadly cut short. So in the beginning of Ms. Tocmo's story, what happens is that she went to go to Cebu to go visit. So this young girl is from Davao del Norte. She went for a job opportunity from her friend that offered her this, and she went to go visit her friend. That's what the plan was intentionally. At 7 a.m. on July 7th, witnesses told investigators they had noticed a big discarded box along the road of Sito Maho in Tisa, Cebu City as early as 7 a.m. A security guard nearby, a private subdivision, also spotted the box but ignored it. Thought it fell off of a van, didn't think anything of it. Several people passed by and they were just like, oh, it's just a box. Probably fell off. It's probably trash. Then a street sweeper came and he tried to move the box away from the road, but felt that it was too heavy to carry. So he got the help of Bardingay, a village peacekeeper. Yeah, so he got the help of somebody else. He got another guy to help him move the box. The street sweeper returned with the guy to help him move it, and then to their shock, when the flaps opened, an arm popped out. It was her arm. They rushed to the Barangay Hall to report their findings. So it was not too far away. They just rushed over and they were like, hey, we found a box with human remains in it. And they called the police show up. They surround the whole place with caution tape. They're trying to investigate who was the person that did this. So at approximately 2 p.m., the investigators described the scene as very gruesome. This girl was tied up. She was tied up with cables. She was put in a blanket. The typical way to disregard a person, and it's disgusting how people would disregard a human life that way. I don't know why these people who do horrible things tend to do the exact same thing. It's disgusting. But the severity of it, the way that they described it, was so disgusting. It was aluminum cables and her face was smashed and burnt off, possibly with chemicals. There were also bruises on different parts of her body. At this point, they were still not able to identify that it was her, but they did notice that she had a nice manicure and she had blonde hair. She was wearing a black shirt, black shorts. And then on July 18th, they identified her. And the way that they were able to identify her was by that black shirt and black shorts. Those were her favorite. Her friends and family knew that. Even though they couldn't identify her face because somebody had smashed it in and burnt it with chemicals. How cruel. How disgusting. You have to be another different person outside. You just got to be at a whole new level of disgusting person to do such a terrible thing to somebody. Like, what was the thing that this guy had against her that killed her? Like, what did he have against her? Miss Rhea Mae was last seen on CCTV footage with somebody in orange. She was riding in the back of the bike with some guy. And there was video that surfaced of this guy in orange. He steals her phone after whatever happened. He steals her phone and he gives it and he sells it to somebody. That person turns it over to the police and say, hey, this is Rhea Mae. These are her photos in this phone. I thought you should see this. And it was some guy in this orange shirt that sold it to me. And they were able to pin him as a person of interest because there's CCTV footage of him giving her a ride on the bike. She's sitting in the back. So his name is Simon Gilberto Jr. He gets arrested. And they automatically arrest him because he was the one who sold a stolen phone. They don't yet know his relationship. He said that he had nothing to do with this. That there was a neighbor that was strangling somebody. That he was arguing with somebody that looked like Rhea, and he strangled her, and he pinned the blame on somebody else completely different. He pinned it on July 30th. You know, they confirmed that his claims to track down the other guy, you know, his name is Gabson, who was the neighbor that he was trying to blame. He's like, hey, it's this guy. It wasn't me. Even though, I mean, I own this same orange shirt that you last saw in CCTV footage. It wasn't me. You know? And it was so stupid. But he insisted that he never knew or met this girl, and he doesn't know anything about this Gilberto guy. So August 4th, DNA testing goes for both of them, Gabson and Gilberto. They take their DNA and they're like, you know what? This is gonna tell us who it really was. So start counting your days because they're numbered, sir. And I'm pretty sure Gilberto was like, oh, you're gonna take my DNA? So they take his DNA. And forensic examinations would prove a possible connection of the suspects in the pieces of the evidence that the police have found at the crime scene. August 5th, that's my birthday. The results of the DNA have yet to be revealed. Several individuals claiming to have information that may shed light on the gruesome killing of Rhea Mae has surfaced as a result of social media with speculations. Okay, so this taxi driver that they interviewed on the radio station said that he gave these two guys a lift and they had a big box with them. And there was a lady with them. The taxi driver's description directly implicated Joel Smith and one of Ray's closest friends. So she had to go to the police to clear her name that she had nothing to do with it. This was one of her best friends. And later on you'll see she didn't have anything to do with it. She didn't do anything. On August 7th, she went to clear her name and, you know, to just disregard his claims that she had something to do with killing her own friend. She denied that she had any knowledge of Rhea Mae's death and stood by her previous statements that the last time they met was on July 16th. So they were able to throw that out. That taxi driver was talking a bunch of BS. He was just probably talking to be cool. That's all, you know, trying to talking to be cool. He almost got an innocent girl in trouble. That's horrible. Please, if you do know this taxi driver in real life, don't send hate. I'm just letting you know. Please don't say anything to him. But I mean, he's probably the talk of the town right now. He's probably hated. He almost got an innocent woman jail time and in big trouble. But she cleared her name and they found her innocent. Nearly a month since her death, Gilberto finally admitted he killed her. So Miss Tocmo's family find out about the news, but they're unhappy with the outcome. Because they cannot accept the investigation. They can't accept that, you know, they just can't accept it. They're just really upset because she goes off, she flies to Cebu. They think that she is gonna be fine, her family, they let her go, and then she's killed by this guy. Who is this guy? This guy is actually her secret boyfriend. He got rage and he just killed her one day. He killed her and he had his brother help him dispose of her. He put her in a box and they left her to die. Well, first he lied. He said that it's just a bunch of clothes and stuff. But his brother helped him carry the box and leave it on the side of the road with her remains in it. Her family didn't want to believe this. Her family didn't want to believe about no secret boyfriend. They didn't want to believe that she went to go visit him and she was seeing him and she stayed with him. But he ends up killing her. And he has his brother help him. And it's so sick. So the father and sisters of Rhea confront her killer, Simeon Gilberto, at the police station on August 15th, 2023. During the confrontation, Rhea Mae Tocmo, one of the sisters of Rhea Mae, fainted. "You don't have the right. You're not God to choose to take the life of our young sister." I've been like, "I'm gonna burn your face." Ugh. But they did say the right thing. You don't have the right. You're not God to choose to take the life of our young sister. Nobody will ever know what goes on in the mind of killers. I mean, they have in some cases they've had done neurological science studies, and they see that the brain is abnormal in some people. But we will never know why people kill. What is their motive? Jealousy and anger. It's not worth it. It's disgusting how people treat people so inhumane in death. My heart goes out to this young lady, her family, in Cebu. Well, to her family, her sisters, her father, that had to go and confront the killer. You're brave, you're tough, you're amazing. I don't know how you did it. I know if I was you, I probably would have lost my cool. Anyways, guys, this was a really heavy one. I hope that you liked my video, and I will be doing more soon. With that said, please be careful. Be careful out there, guys. And have a good night. Be safe.